I told my son I was performing at the New York Anime Festival, and I kind of expected him to look up at me with big eyes and say, "That's great, Papa!" But instead he looked at me and he said, "You're not anime." "I'm kind of anime." I said, "You're not anime at all." He's 9. I said, "How do you figure that?" I said, my first comic book is called Chi-Chan. It's about a Japanese girl who lives in Manhattan in the year 3000. She fights robots and stuff. And he goes, "Yeah, but it looks like Tim Burton drew it." I couldn't tell if that was good or bad, but he said, "That's not anime." And I was like, but then it got picked up by Sci-Fi Channel and they developed into an animated web series, and Bai Ling did the voice of Chi-Chan. He said, "She's Chinese." I was like, "So it could be anime?" He goes, "Not anime." Well, what about my other book, Daddy? You know, there's a story in there written by Neil Gaiman, and he did the translation of Princess Mononoke for the States. It's not anime. It's about an evil teddy bear. It's not anime. He has tentacles. It's not anime. What about the most recent issue? It's called Daddy Big in Japan. It's not anime. Looks like you drew it with your foot. That's not anime. I was like, it's got Junko Mizuno in it. Not anime. Yasushi Nirasawa, he designed Final Fantasy. Not anime. So this went on for about an hour. So I said, all right. So that night, when I put him to bed, I said, I'm going to sing you a lullaby so that you can have really nice, sweet dreams that are not anime. Unless you watch Urotsuku Doji. There's a monster that lives neath your bed. Oh, for crying out loud, it's a futon on the floor. He must be flat as a board. There's a creature that lurks behind the door. Though I've checked there 15 times, when I leave then he arrives every night. Tell the monster that lives beneath your bed to go somewhere else instead, or you'll kick him in the head. Tell the creature that lurks behind the door, if he knows what's good, he won't come here no more. Since kicking your ass at the count of 4. I changed it to kicking your ass. Good night, Demonslayer. Good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. There's devils to slay, dragons to ride. If they see you coming, hell, they better hide. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, my little slayer. Good night. Tell the monster that eats children that you taste bad, and you're sure you'd be the worst he's ever had. If he eats you, don't you fret, just cut him open with an axe. Don't regret it, he deserved it, he's a cad. Tell the harpies that laughed on your bedpost that come 10 of 5, you'll roast them alive. Tell the devil it's time you gave him his due. He should go back to hell, he should shake in his shoes. Who's the mightiest, scariest creature is you? Good night, Demonslayer. Good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. There's devils to slay, dragons to ride. They see you coming, hell, they better hide. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, my little slayer. Good night. won't tell you there's nothing beneath your bed. I won't sell you that it's all in your head. This world of ours is not as it seems. The monsters are real, but they're not in your dreams. Learn what you can from the beast you defeat. You'll need it for some of the people you'll meet. Good night, Demon Slayer. Good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. There's devils to slay, dragons to ride. If they see you coming, hell, they better hide. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, my little slayer. Good night. Good night.